Hey, it's November Love back with another crochet tutorial. Many people have been asking me how I do my crochet method, and some have even asked me how I do the invisible look at the top. So let me show you what I do. Curving the braids of my foundation is a big part of how I get that invisible look, but you'll see. Let's start with just the crochet. I hook the crochet hair from underneath the braid, and then I create a loop with just one side and then pull all the way through with the other side. I make sure that it's tight, and then I get small pieces from each side, and just those small pieces I double knot just to make sure that it's extra secure. So when she's styling it or playing around with it, nothing comes out. Let me show you again. So I'm looping it through just to create a loop and then pulling the other end all the way through. I'm going to split and grab two pieces, and then I'm going to double knot those two pieces to secure it. And I continue all the way up to the top. Once you get to the top, your pieces are going to start getting smaller and closer together. And this is what's going to create fullness while also creating the invisible look. Remember, I curve my braids for my foundation, and that helps a lot with making sure that it's seamless. So just continue the same method with the loop, the pull through, the split, and the double knot, and just use smaller pieces until you get to the very top. This is going to create a seamless look, and you're not going to see any of the knots in that braid or the previous braids around it. When you're doing the top of the hair, you want it to get as close to the top of the braid that you created as possible, which means that when you do braid the foundation, you don't want the top to be super loose, or else that top piece will slide up and down the braid. Once you finish, it should look like this. Very seamless. It looks very natural. You can't see any of the parts, and you can't see any of the knots. Continue this process throughout the entire head, and you'll get something like this. Very gorgeous, very stunning, and very natural. I hope this helps. Follow November Love for more crochet tips.